So in your new project for this week of the 16 original icons on a grid, we're covering so many things. You're going to be looking at the pen tool, you're going to be looking at inserting images, and you're also going to keep incorporating everything that you've been thinking about in terms of creating a grid. What's really important when you create the grid? The figure-ground relationship. Think about the negative space as well. So we're going to just keep using everything that we've been doing and keep adding more things. Here's just some examples of how you can take a simple layout and express it differently with all these different grid structures. So that's what I want you to think about. This is going to be a very large project. It's 11 by 17 inches, and that's so you could print it out, and this could be a really great portfolio piece. So I have a lot of the requirements here on Blackboard. It has to be 16 icons that you create. I want a grid structure. The paragraph text must be justified and Roman hanging punctuation, and I'll be going over all these things. So over here in Illustrator, here's a past student example. So her icons are all animals, and the icons are great. You can really see the grid structure. You can see the clear paragraph. It's justified text left and right. What's the problem here? The negative space. So the icons are great, but this is really kind of this awkward negative space here. It just, asymmetry is good, but this is not balanced. There really needs to be a little bit of weight here to balance what's going on over here. So one way that this could be altered would be to just move some of this down here. I did a version where I corrected it. Here's another way it could be altered. I made the paragraph text spread the whole span of all of these columns. I am also using the Roman punctuation, which I will go over, but that is when any hyphenations or commas, semicolons, periods, all those things, so on and so forth, actually come outside of the right side justification. So you can see I have my clear line of my text, and then the comma and the hyphen goes outside it. So that's called Roman hanging punctuation. So in this example, I shifted it around, so there's still plenty of negative space. It goes this way, but this is more balanced. I also changed the text to be slightly larger and black, because in this text, this is a difficult color to read on the white background. This could work if there was maybe like a colored box behind it or some shading. It's a light color, but it's also all bold. I highly recommend avoiding a paragraph of text that's all bold. It's the equivalent of someone yelling at you. But the other thing is, in terms of graphic design, when everything is bold, the individual words lose their own hierarchy. So it actually is more difficult to read. Bold for a heading or a subheading is absolutely great, and that's how we can create dominance and hierarchy, but not for a whole paragraph. Okay? So icons are good. There is a clear column grid structure, but in terms of negative space, a little strange. She's also not using Roman, the hanging punctuation, and this is bold. So here, these are on Blackboard. Here's the corrected version.